Hi, welcome back to the Scrappin' Mama Studios. I do apologize, it's been a while since I've done a technique video, but I'm really excited today because of the fact that I have discovered how to stamp on tiles, and it's a lot easier than I thought. So I hope you enjoy it. This is the tile we are going to do today, and let's get started. Hi. The supplies we're going to need for stamping on tiles is, of course, tiles. Now, you don't want anything that is too smooth. You want something that's a little bit rough so the ink has something to grab onto. And the only thing I could find at my home building supplies was 6x6 tiles. I'm going to try to find 4x4s for Christmas projects. So you need the tile. You will need to also preheat your oven to 350 degrees. That's important because we're going to bake the ink when we're done. I'm using Elements of Style's Clearmount stamp sets. You need to use StazOn, so I'm using our Stampin' Up! StazOn. I'm also going to be coloring it in with our Watercolor Wonder crayons. And you will also need one of our blender pens. And the other stamp set I'm using is called Charming. So great, let's get on with the stamping. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my StazOn ink pad, take a sniff, love the smell, very yummy smelling. I'm going to take the big flower stamp out of the Elements of Style, and I'm just going to put the ink over top, make sure I'm completely covered. And then I'm going to use the clear block as a guide and carefully stamp it onto my tile, just like so. Press it down, and there it is. Here is the stamped image for the flower. And now I'm going to take the Inspire, Create, and Share little stamp from the Charming stamp set. Also ink that up on the StazOn. And then I'm going to put it in the bottom corner. And that is that. So I'm going to close it up so I do not want it to dry. Now I'm going to take my Night of Navy in the Regals collection, and I'm going to just color in on the flowers. You don't have to be perfect at it, because with the blender pen, I'm going to take the color and I'm going to, my technical term of smooshing it around. It's like coloring within the lines when you're in elementary school. I'm going to use the, should know this one, Garden Green on the leaves to make sure it adds that nice pop of color. Okay, now I'm going to take my blender pen, and the thing I like about this is it doesn't matter what is on the tip, because if you do it on your piece of paper, it will clear up. And that magic little stuff that's in the blender pen makes this work perfectly. So now I'm going to do the blues first. I don't want to mix my colors. Now, like I said, you rub it against your paper till it runs clear. Now you go to the green leaves. Alright, now on to the next step. Alright, in a 350 degree oven for 10 minutes, you're going to want to put them in the oven and let the ink bake. So I'll set the timer and I'll be back. Alright, and after 10 minutes, take it out. And now you just let it cool. Give it about 10 minutes and it should be done cooling. So now I'm going to introduce to you the Rust-Oleum Painter's Touch and Gloss. It's clear and it's going to seal, protect, and revitalize the colors. So you shake it up and you spray about 6 inches away very carefully, and then you let it dry. That should take about another 10 or 15 minutes. And just to make sure it's really sealed, just add a second coat as soon as it's dry. And again, 6 inches, and make sure you do it in a well-ventilated area. That might be helpful. And then there's one more step after you're done. We'll see you when I get back. Alright, once the acrylic sealer has dried, you'll want to get some felt pads for behind it. So that's what I'm going to do next. So you just simply turn it over, get your felt pads, and add them. So you just simply stick them on. So there you go, there you have it. It's very simple. It's a lot faster than I thought and a lot easier than I thought. And I'd like to dedicate this technique video to my sisters on Sudsall. They gave me all the information that I needed to do to make this project, and it was so very easy. So I dedicate this video to you. And then next time, we'll see you then. Have a great day.
Goodbye.